Hey guys, Scott here, otherwise known as Aced It on some of the forums. What we're looking at here is the starter clutch assembly from my 82 Honda CB900C, very commonly used in the CB750s, 900s, and 1100s. The problem with these is that these bolts will back out on you. There's three bolts that hold the basically the cap onto the bearing assembly, which is a one-way design in that when your starter gear goes ahead and rotates the gear, it's going to grip one way in order to turn the bike and then release. Okay. The problem is that these bolts back out, even from the factory. They just back out, and a common fix is to go ahead and take them out, put red Loctite on them, torque them down to spec, and be done. A lot of guys miss the fact that you've got to dry out the oil in those threads first. You've got to clean them out, or the Loctite just doesn't work and backs out again, and you got to take everything apart again. Well, an upgrade is to use a more modern starter clutch assembly from a Yamaha, believe it or not, a Yamaha R6. This is the design. You can see right here, a lot more bearings in there, okay, and then we have the housing. We're not going to use the gear. We don't need the gear. We have the Honda gear. It's built for the bike. This is obviously not. You can see the difference. It's smaller. Okay, we're going to take this off. Very easy. Usually just spin in the way that it's going to be free, and it comes right off. Now, the bearing assembly is separate, as you can see. It's a separate piece from the housing. Okay, we're going to use the whole assembly. We're not going to use this. Okay, it's pretty. We'd like to use it, but we're not going to use it. Now let's take a look at the back side of the Honda. I'm going to flip this over so the bearings don't fall out right away. We're going to take the gear assembly off. Going one-handed, guys. Bear with me. If I can do it one-handed, you certainly can do it with two. Okay, there's the three bearing design. Okay, they just float in there freely. There's a little tapered edge, and when this thing rotates, the bearings clamp down onto the race here. Like I said, these three bolts will back out on you, so it's not modern technology. It's old, and it's failed quite a bit on a lot of people, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade. I have a short video that shows you the starting problems I had with the bike. It ain't pretty. It's embarrassing when you're out with the guys, or hey, the gals, and that's even worse. You go start your bike and you get that. Yep, that's exactly how it sounds too. Trust me. Want to hear it again? All right, so let's take this off. We are going to use this, the outer cap. Okay, so what we're going to do is take the bearing. We do have to modify this, the housing, and I'll show you. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. A couple times I did it, a couple times I didn't. The bearing wanted to come out on me like it is now. Let's see if I can do this. Now, let's try. Let's see, do it upside down, but. Okay, so we got that on, and you can see same design. Okay, won't rotate backwards. It will rotate forward. Okay. Now, cap fits right on, no problems. Problem is, 3-bolt design that does not match up with any of the holes in this design. Some guys elongate these holes. They don't match up anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to drill 6 holes to match up with this